It's an interesting question how many rules underlie a skill, and partly it's a question of how skilled the person is. To sort of have rudimentary proficiency in a particular domain, someone may master only a few hundred rules. So it's perhaps not unreasonable to suppose that once a student learns from a semester's course of mathematics would be on the order of 1,000 new rules for solving mathematical problem solving, presumably learning any skill that takes on the order of that amount of time, and students really put in about 100 or maybe a little bit more hours in a semester's course, might lead at best to 1,000 rules. But people who only invest 100, a couple hundred hours in acquiring a skill do not acquire much of a skill. To become very proficient in a domain requires not hundreds of hours, but thousands of hours of practice, and presumably the number of rules that are being acquired over that time is proportionately larger, dealing with lots of special case situations which the novice has not learned how to master. So it's reasonable, I think, to think that a novice may have rules that are numbered in the hundreds, that an expert might have rules that are numbered in the thousands. If you look at a few domains that people are really skilled, like natural language, where children spend 10 years, 10 hours a day mastering a natural language, it's not unreasonable to think that they have tens of thousands of rules which underlie their mastery of natural language.
Now, one asks the question, what happens to the right hemisphere? What does the right hemisphere do in the context of the left hemisphere being involved in language? Well, there are two interesting things that have emerged in subsequent years as a result of study of that. One is that there are homologous areas in the other hemisphere, and they're concerned with language, with aspects of language that are specialized in the emotional expression of language. So when somebody speaks to you and says, "Good morning, this is a wonderful day," you hear it in one way than if you were to say, "Good morning, this is a wonderful day." So there are aspects of your brain that perceive the emotional intonation, and those areas that perceive it are located on the right side in the equivalent area of Wernicke's area. They're concerned with what is called prosody, the sing-song quality of language, that aspect of language that we use for communicating how we feel about the world, the emotional aspects of language.